Oh man, look at here. How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
Oh, what's going on, man? Look here. I was doing all that talking. My phone, my mic was on mute. What's up, everybody?
I know. Get your microphone set, man.
Yes, I don't got no signal over here. See,
I know all that snow and the cold and everything that's going on, man. What in the world?
but it's not. It has nothing to do with climate change. Remember that.
That's right. Nothing to do with climate change, man.
Nothing. No. So what? It snowed about half an inch in New Orleans. Okay. Hey,
What is snowing in Panama City, Florida?
right. It snowed in San Antonio, Texas. Who cares?
Who cares? Hey, man. How you doing tonight, my brother?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. I'm excited. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
Hey, man, you know, this is yours, man. This is all yours, my brother.
Shoot, man. This ain't nothing. Never mind. It's ours, man. You know.
Yes, sir, indeed. Yes, sir, indeed. Hey, folks, come on in. Come on in. Hey, we appreciate you joining us tonight. Oh, we got a great one for you. We have a great one lined up for you.
Yes.
Hope that we can get everything here online.
Perfect.
It's snowing out there. We got comments. We got comments. We got comments on top of comments. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Swole guy, how we doing? Garland, how we doing?
Hey, y'all.
The bells.
I got my popcorn. Y'all get y'all popcorn.
Hey, Sonya, how you doing? How you doing? My brother Nasty with Dahuru MC. How you doing, my brother? Most definitely.
Tone
Come
in
on
the
in. Tea time. You know what time it is. It's tea time.
tea time. Yeah.
That's right. We're gonna let a couple more people get in, man. We got about 39, 40 people on. Hey, folks, I know I started it a little earlier. I wanted to just go ahead and show that whole clip, and I'm probably gonna have to edit out because of all the music that was in there, copyright infringement, all that. But I said, hey, you know what? It's worth it. I'll take the chance. I'll take that strike. It is what it is, man. The bells are in the house. Look at here, Tennessee whiskey. Oh my goodness, I cannot keep these comments.
Hey, Dennis, get ready, Dennis.
Becky Tarsh, congratulations, Becky Tarsh. You're gonna be on with my guy out there on his show.
Sergeant,
yes, Sergeant, Big Sarge. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Terry said you got the popcorn too. All right, yeah.
John, how we doing? Get out and explore with Sharif, Mr. Sharif Asadiq, my brother.
John was blowing up the phone. Just my phone. I'm gonna blame you too for my phone melting too. Yeah. See Ryder.
Come on in, folks. Come on in. Well, look, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and bring our special guest in tonight, the national president of the Bessie Bells Riding Club, the one and only Kurvez. How you doing, Kurvez? How you doing?
Hey, fellas. How y'all doing?
We are excited.
I'm excited.
Yes, indeed. Hey, folks, give us a little chance here to get everything up and running. If you can hear us and see us, everything is coming across clear. Just in the comment section, give us a thumbs up either on Facebook or the YouTube. We greatly appreciate it. Like I say, we're trying to get our equipment up and running. We're trying to get better equipment, better cameras, better platform, stronger platform, so that we can bring you the best quality content that we can.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Hey, and that's it.
Yes. And hear us clearly.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. We're getting the thumbs up, so we're looking good. DJ Effects, my brother, how we doing? Hey, man, I appreciate it. Love the intro. The intro's hot, man. Everybody's loving it, man. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Appreciate
it. It is nice.
Yes, indeed. Yes, it is, man. That's how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to do it. So, look, without further ado, Logic, I'm going to let you go ahead and open this this episode up, please.
Test the mic 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Test the mic. Mic sound nice. Listen, y'all. I'm old school, y'all. I am excited. I'm excited. I'm overly excited. I'm excited for many different reasons. But y'all, check the hat, y'all. Check the hat.
Come on, Big Blue.
Check the hat.
Come on, Big Blue.
Y'all check the hat now. Y'all know. Anyway, I want to, even though KSolo said her name, I want to introduce y'all to our sister. If y'all don't know her, you better ask somebody. I mean, she is a awesome person. She's an awesome rider. Look here, this person right here. Y'all need her autograph. She's been on the Jay Leno's Garage Show. Y'all just don't understand.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Woo!
Nice.
Hey, we hitting the big time now, man. We trying to get the unsung riders up here, man. We on the big time now. Jay Leno Garage.
I need to be passing phone numbers. I'm up, Hey, Jay. Hey, you got KSolo over here. You got Logic over here.
Hey, I'm about ready to call Kodak.
Okay, Army. Okay.
I'm about to call Kodak Airborne.
You twice the glass because it breaks. Anyway, listen, y'all. We introduce
Joe
y'all.
And Bev, thank you for tuning in.
What'd you say?
Joe and Bev tuning in. Tennessee 2.
Tennessee 2. Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Somebody, Karen said, my president.
That's right.
Hey,
my sisters.
Yeah, listen, y'all. I wanted to open up. We introduced KURVES. Y'all seen her before. We had her on the show when we was doing the Hoka Hey, when her and her ladies completed that awesome ride. So one thing I wanted to do. I know somebody asked me about the title, and the title came from of the show where it says "From Struggle to Miles of Peace." The title came from KURVES herself. She don't know, but her answers to our questions that we sent out caused that title to come out. This title reflects her transformation from wrestling with fears in her beginning of rides, her struggles, and then to discovering solace and the meaning of her rides and miles of peace. So, KURVES, we're gonna ask you. We got to start off. Y'all know about Tina Turner and her song "Proud Mary," and how she said we got to start it off slow.
Oh man,
we got to end it off. We got to start off slow.
We're gonna start off slow now.
With the simple questions. We ain't gonna dive deep yet. So we want you to go ahead and introduce yourself, ma'am. Introduce who is KURVES.
Okay. Just short and sweet. Let's see. Originally from Mobile, Alabama. My hometown getting snow right now for the first time since I probably was in high school, but we'll be okay down there. I am the only girl. I have 3 brothers, and Air Force veteran.
Say that again.
Air Force veteran. 20 years, baby. Retired. Yes.
We're having technical difficulties. Can Kodak give me a call on my personal cell?
Brother,
Kodak. Your boy need help over here.
Oh man.
Yes. Let's see. One son. My son is 29.
Right.
And pretty much. I think just like I said, to keep that short and sweet, and been riding for about 19 years now. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I of course, we have fun with it and everything, and I salute all veterans of all branches. I'm just partial to the Air Force, and when I saw Curves, first time I saw her picture with her stripes and everything, I said, "Dog, she stayed in longer than I did. I could have had those stripes."
Hey, hey,
But that's all right. I did my tour.
it was a load, Logic.
Yeah,
You know, them 20 years was a load.
I know. People say, "Why you get out in 10?" It was time for me to go. Y'all don't understand.
Okay, listen.
But go ahead, Curves.
Listen, same thought process at 10 years. Like, yeah, I'm either gonna stay or I'm going.
Right?
Yeah.
But Curves, we a lot of us been following you. Of course, we followed you during the Hoka Hey and everything. But I wanted to open it up. I need you to introduce yourself. But a lot of us, when we get our nicknames, and why do they call us the names that they call us? Why do they call KSolo? Why did they call me Logic? Why do they call you Curves? Where did you get this name from? Where did this name come from?
So, like I said, I've been riding for 19 years, but I've always been in a club, which is kind of, unlike a lot of people. A lot of people are independent riders. So my first club I think I was stationed at KSolo Air Force Base. I was still active duty down South Burner. Shout out to my former national president, Thomas Plucky McCoy.
All right.
Because they taught me a lot. But the first thing they tried to teach me is how to ride in a curve.
Okay.
So if you're familiar with the highway, I-10, so we left Biloxi one day, the whole club was riding in formation, and there is a curve, a deep curve. Well, it's not really deep, now that I know how to ride, but at the time, we were riding in formation, and we were headed towards Mobile, and in my mind, I'm thinking, I've been here 1,000 times. I could do this. And the guy that I was riding next to in the formation, he and I always rode next to each other, just so you can make yourself comfortable in that pack.
Right.
And we were going about 70 miles per hour, the formation. And we hit this curve. And that curve is the one that takes you to I-65 off of I-10, and it says Montgomery. And I probably slowed down to about 20 miles per hour. And the whole pack literally almost stopped on the freeway in that curve. And so, of course, I'm in a co-ed club. So most of the members are guys,
Mm-hmm.
We literally got on I-65. They pulled the pack off the highway and they literally dropped their bikes. They was laughing at me so bad.
Wow.
And they were like, we finally found your name. It's Curves. And I was like,
all right.
I took it,
The 20.
It literally was 20 miles per hour. I'm telling you, it was ridiculous. I mean, listen, and I was halfway in the pack too. So the rest of the pack couldn't go anywhere because I slowed everybody down. And the guy next to me was looking for me. He's looking back like, where is she? Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it at 70. So, these days when I come to that curve, I often say, speed up.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
Look through the curve. I literally have to mentally look at that curve, and I look at all the scratches and the marks on that curve where people have literally ran into the wall. So, I'm often reminded if I'm down at home riding on I-10 and I-65 of where I got my ride name from. So.
Wow. So okay. I'm not gonna laugh because Swole out there laughing. He said he's not really laughing, but he said he is laughing.
Yeah, I mean, but they laughed at me. Nobody was oh, are you okay? Or, what happened? Nobody was concerned. Nobody. I mean, literally, if I had 3 brothers, I think I probably would have cried that day.
But see, that's the thing about it, though. You learn from that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and the ones that put you through it, that's how you teach them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You learn from your mistakes. You get that scratch, you don't get that little scuff. You know not to do that next time. Most definitely.
Listen.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I make it a point to go through that curve flying now. You know what I mean? I make it a point.
So was that a fear? I guess that was a fear that you slowed down through, that you couldn't make it, you didn't lean right, or
I definitely wasn't secure in curves. I on that straightaway, I'm gonna give you hell. You know what I mean? I'm giving you hell on the straightaway. But the curve, I was like, nah, not yet. I wasn't there yet. and then I was still riding sports bikes. So, that whole leaning and knee dragging, I wasn't proficient at all.
Yeah, he called killer curves now.
Hey, exactly.
Killer curve.
Exactly.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Wow.
Hey, Kurvez, I'm going to throw one at you.
Okay.
I think we know Kurvez, or those who don't know Kurvez, she's a very inspirational rider. And one of the most iconic things for me that sticks out for me is you've led a large group of riders.
Mm-hmm.
Besides Gorilla Blue on the urban set. I think you're probably the second. Now, I'm not saying I don't know everybody, everything out there. Don't shoot, don't kill the messenger. I think you're probably the second largest group that I've seen move across country. As far as that part, being the leadership in a leadership role, kind of take charge, the spear. I mean, what was that like? Can you kind of share that with us?
So
tell us about the ride. Tell us about the ride and just you putting it together and then just taking charge and maintain it, because we all been in the military.
Yeah.
We know leadership. We've been taught leadership. We go to leadership courses, but it's different when you get that many riders together and different personalities. And when you're sitting in the saddle for that long, personalities change because you learn through your fourth point of contact, people.
Yes, you do.
You learn through your fourth point of contact. You sit in that seat and that thing start getting hot and hurting. Okay.
Yes. So in order to, I always say that in order to take you forward, I got to bring you back for a second.
Right.
So just, once again, a short thing about leading rides. When it comes to the Bessie ride in particular, the first two rides were under Outcast because I was a property at the time. And you know how the setup of, the structure of Outcast or outlaw clubs, females are not allowed to lead. So the first 2 years were led by the bros. And, so I was comfortable, because I knew how to ride in the pack with them. So I wasn't necessarily leading per se. I probably, probably had the lead road captain, and then I was the person right behind them. So I was comfortable in that position, you know what I mean, at the beginning.
Right.
So the third year, 2016, the bros had meetings and we came to a point where we were going to have to lead this ride by ourselves.
Right.
So I will shout out to Suey. Man, listen, suicide. Listen, we were like DJ doing bad out there. Like it was terrible. It was like literally
DJ doing bad.
DJ doing bad. The ride started in Birmingham, and then we were supposed to go to Jacksonville, and then from Jacksonville to go to Miami, right? So, so we're coming. It's June. It's like 110 degrees. It's hot.
That was in Needles, right? Was that in Needles?
No, this is the third Bessie ride. This is the third year. Yeah, right. Yeah. So the Needles was the 48. I'll get that's well. We'll
get to that. We'll get to it.
Needles is a whole other beast.
We're gonna take some time on this one.
Right.
So this particular year, like I said, we had not been leading it. So I talked to Suey. I was like, "Hey, we're probably gonna have to lead this ride." She was like, "We could do it, no problem." I'm like, she and I had talked about, how to structure the formation with inexperienced riders versus experienced riders. The dilemma in that was people were not going to self-identify themselves. Hey, I'm inexperienced. Hey, I'm experienced. So we just did the best we could with that. But when we started off in Birmingham, as we got through Valdosta, Georgia, it got really, really bad. It got hot. It was, people were ready to pass out. The speed was literally just slow.
Right.
Because I had never done it before by myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I didn't understand how to keep that speed, you know what I mean? Literally set your cruise control and everybody else just follows. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I didn't have that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when we got close to Florida, I think it might have been Lake City or something like that. So he pulled me into the gas station. She's like, "Kurvez, come and let me talk to you." And like big sister for real.
Right.
Like, she was like, we can't keep doing this shit. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I can.
Oh no! Oh
She
no!
was like,
Oh no!
she was like, we just can't keep doing this shit. We can't go at this pace. And I was like, well, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do, you know. And she said, look, we're just gonna like let me get in the front.
Right.
She kind of took over for me, showed me kind of what I needed to be doing, what pace I needed to be running at. The thing about it is I probably had more experienced riders than inexperienced, but I just didn't want to leave anybody. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of a caretaker like that on the road. Probably not these days, but when I first started out, I was, you know, I didn't want to leave anybody behind. And it, you know, it was more of that. But she was like, no, you got to keep a pace. You know, we're gonna fall out here. It's hot, you know. And so we finally got to Jacksonville. But man, when we got there, we were exhausted. We were drenched, sweating, looking crazy, you know, just really trying to get that whole mentality of leading the ride. But I will say this, you know, the lesson learned in that was, you know, you really have to do your homework. You really have to get your ass out on the road and ride. You have to ride in groups in order to learn how to lead a group, you know, and I didn't have that experience like I thought I did. You know what I mean? I knew how to ride in a group, but I did not know how to lead one. And 2016, you know, did a lot for me as a leader. So, you know, you talk about the other rides, you know, but I grew to it. I didn't come in it knowing how to do it. You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you this, because you said when you started, you was still active duty, correct?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So by 2016, were you still active duty?
No, I retired in 2013.
Okay. When did just leading off of what KSolo asked you, when did that military mindset of I'm gonna lead these ladies, or I'm gonna lead this group, whether there's some men in the back or not, when did that military attitude kick in?
I think it was always there. Because like I said, riding with outcasts, you have to, you know, you're talking about suicide riding. You have side by side, wheel to wheel. You'll be very disciplined in that type of riding.
Yeah, killed me on one of the rides before. Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah. And
in the curve.
And yeah, and see, once again, being a female, you don't really have a voice in that pack. You know, it's hey, get in, and if you're gonna ride with us, you're gonna do it the way we do it. And I you know, once again, negative reinforcement was the teacher. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I was kind of just like basic training, right?
Right.
Hey, we gotta get everybody through here, and everybody need to be on the same page. So that's kind of how I learned how to group ride with Cass. You know, hey, get in, hold on. And one of the biggest things, like an old school thing, is listening to your pipes. You know, people talk about that, but they don't really understand that you can hear people shifting gears and all. Like, you know, I've had to learn all of that. But I definitely didn't understand it at first. You know, I still have my music up in 2016. You know what I mean?
Right.
Still, you know.
I ain't gonna tell you what I do with my music now. But look,
you know, yeah, you know, I don't even have music, honestly. You know, at this point, yeah. But it took a while though. I'm not gonna try to act like I knew, you know.
You did so many. You have done so many rides. Now I've been following you for years. I've been following you for years up until the time I met you face to face.
Right.
And Solo, I don't know if you was gonna lead into it, because I know we're gonna get to it. So I ain't gonna hold off.
I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying it.
48. Look.
Oh, the 48.
My gosh, I want to talk about. There's some. Okay, I want to talk about the 48.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Elijah.
When I heard about the 48, it was called 48 and 10, right?
Right.
But that's not what KURVES wanted to do.
No.
Am I right?
No.
No.
I still feel like I left something on the table.
I know you did.
Yeah, one more day.
A whole day.
I wanted to do it in 7 days.
You wanted to do it 7. You was on pace. Now watch this. This is leadership, KSolo, because I watched the whole thing. They were on pace to finish in 7 days. I was sitting here pinging off the wall. Yeah. Leadership and caring about the rest of your pack. They waited for another set of ladies to catch up so that they can do it. That's right there. I love that. I love that. I love
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Give
you
us.
can feel the vibe. The vibe was there.
Yes. Yes. So give us the mindset of how y'all put this together to do it in 7 days.
Well, first of all, see, here's the dilemma. When I think of stuff and they know that it's crazy as hell, they never tell me that it's crazy.
Okay.
It's like we do it and then we see what the results is, and then now they like, well, we don't know why we went out there trying to do that. I was like, but then y'all didn't say nothing, so that's why we did it.
That's what it said right there. What Shannon say? We were delirious.
We were.
Shannon said we were delirious.
We were like, that's an understatement. I am not telling you no lie. It was an understatement. So listen, in the preparation, we took a year. We took a year to prepare for it. Reef, Reef was my subject matter expert because KSolo and Reef had done it. You know what I mean? And so Reef was the whole time, Kurvez, I wouldn't do that as no group, Kurvez. That ain't gonna work, Kurvez.
See, Kurvez, hold that thought, because that's how I met Sharif. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's how I met Sharif, because I had that bright idea cook-off of talking about let's get a group of riders together and ride the 48 states.
He told me.
And man, hey, that's legendary. He was like, hey man, I don't know you from Adam, but do you really know what you talking about? What you trying to get yourself into?
Hey, let me tell you something, KSolo. It's definitely something to get into. That's all I can tell you.
But my thing is this. I don't want to cut you off. Is would you recommend this for another group? Because trust me, every riding season, I say riding season, there is no riding season.
Right.
Every year that it comes around, another group, another bunch of riders say, hey, we want to do this. We want to get out there. We want to ride it. Not to cut you off, hold that thought. What advice would you give them? What preparation? And I don't want to make it cookie cutter, because each ride is different. And I tell everybody, don't sit there and give me a fish. You know what I'm saying? Teach me how to fish.
Absolutely. A couple of things. Endurance, like for real, like you have to go out. So choosing the right route to do that ride is the first thing. Because we, as we know, there are several routes on the internet that you could choose to do that. Most of them are longer than 8,000 miles. Like I think the perimeter is like 9,000 miles. And then, you have some that's like interstates that, 7,000 miles, 8,000 miles. So we chose the one that was 7,100 miles. Because we were trying to do it in 7 days. So, me doing my little easy math, hey, we just need to ride 1,000 miles a day.
That's easy. You see how she did that? We just ride 1,000 miles a day.
7 days, we might need to put a little extra oomph on some days, That's literally my mindset, like originally. Like that's where I was.
Right.
We could do the math. It's the math. So from that, everybody that was a part of that had to go and at least be able to do 1,000 miles, first of all.
Right.
So I made that mandatory for everybody that was on the ride. Show me that you could do 1,000 miles a day. Now, the problem is you're gonna have to do this 7 times.
Yes.
And I told them that.
Right.
The mindset had to change.
Right.
Because we are bikers by nature in a community that says, don't leave a biker behind, or don't leave a sister or brother behind. You had to clear your mind of that. Because we were on a time schedule. And you had to go in understanding that if something happened to your bike, we couldn't wait on you. And that was a big one. That definitely was probably the biggest one that I don't think a lot of people really digested, until we got out there. And then the last one is you must have a great pit crew.
Yes.
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 I
You
can't
must
stress that
have,
enough.
like, the pit crew is the key to the
The key.
48 ride.
To 48.
Okay. I mean, to be honest with you, any extended ride, long distance, either it be the Rat 48, either
Yes.
it be even the Three Flags Class, or even just running coast to coast, because as you cross state lines, that's a whole new dynamic of saying,
Yes.
where do I get support from?
That's right.
Where's my next maintenance going to come from?
Yes.
If I have a blowout, how am I going to get here?
Yes.
Can I pick up the phone and call somebody like Gorilla Blue and say, hey, GB,
Right.
I
Yes.
got a flat tire, I got a rider
Yes.
down. That's the importance of having a good support
Absolutely.
network. Yes.
Oh, so that we put together a pit crew, and listen to what I'm getting ready to tell you.
Come
The
on.
pit crew was like, we probably should have paid them because they worked.
Right.
Like, it was their job every day. They got up, they worked shifts. You know what I mean? Shout out to Seven, Buffalo Soldiers out of Memphis, Tennessee, Sergeant at Arms, I think. He is Miss Prissy's husband. Seven was up day and night with us. Like, it didn't matter when we called him. It didn't matter, A1 out of Arkansas at the time. Man, Taboo. We probably had about 7 people on the pit crew. Kodak was part of the
And
pit.
listen at the stakes you're calling out. Listen at the stakes you're calling out. You see what I'm saying? Some people are just so used to riding in their own little circle, and don't understand the importance of saying, well, okay, I'm gonna go over here to this set over here, kick it with these guys over here, make contacts, and sit there and say, well, okay, I'm making contact. Not only I'm just saying, well, I'm gonna come party with you, frequent you, but hey, when I come through your AO, you can pick up and call me anytime. That's the only way that I roll. The way that I roll for so many years is that I will stop into a clubhouse, meet people, and they say, Solo, whenever you come through, if you want us to open the clubhouse up for you to take a nap, you need mates on it, we got you. That's the importance that people need to understand. That when you go visit place, make contact, not just a party,
get to know people.
Thank you.
Got to.
And you know that before I even heard the word pit crew, everything y'all said is 100%. I had one when my first trip to Ocean City, because I got lost and I was on it for some. Well, I know where you at. Do this. Well, I'm gonna miss my hotel. Don't worry about it. I done rescheduled you another one. I'm like, okay. Years later, I hear the word called pit crew. I'm like, I have one.
And shout out to Thundercat, because she came up with the word pit crew. We kind of got that from Thundercat. That's C-Cat on that.
Hey, T-Cat, if you listening, we love you. We love you. We love you.
Absolutely. Yeah, she definitely came up with the pit crew, kind of taught people how to pit crew over the years, you know what I mean? But when I tell you, listen, it was one moment we were coming through, is that I-25 coming down through Colorado into New Mexico, out of Wyoming and Montana, South Dakota, right there? Coming
into New Mexico?
Yeah, coming through Colorado down into New Mexico. Because once we got to New Mexico, we jumped on 40. But we had, I think it's I-23 or I-25, something like that.
There's 25 that comes down from out of Colorado into Mexico. New Mexico.
That's it. Mm-hmm. So we were on that highway, and it got late. And one thing, see, I'm a planner. Mm-hmm. So I do, everybody talk about the route cards I've been making. We had route cards. We had route cards for every day, but once that schedule had got off, the route cards were off. So we were kind of like, we needed somewhere to stay, and come to find out, some of the gas stations that were on my route cards were not open. They were not 24-hour gas stations. Mm. And so now we're out there like, man, we need a hotel. We need somewhere to stay. Mm-hmm. And the pit crew, like, literally was like, hey, we got y'all a room over here on such and such. Yeah. So now we, they sending new information in. Now, the key to the way we did the ride, of course, shout out to Michael Kneebone. I had to go and actually talk to him to figure out how we would do this as a group. And the things that made it a group we had to always go to the same gas station. It doesn't matter. Like, and we always had to stay in a group. Like, even if you just rode with 2 people, if you got like kind of left behind and you had to catch up, you had to stay in that group, but you had to go to the same gas station. So what we did is, if anything changed, you needed to drop that change in the group meet so that the rest of the people that were behind would know what gas station they needed to go to.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? So you couldn't, everybody had to have the same receipts, everything.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right,
that's good.
So, so that, listen, I'm telling you, I-25 was hard. Let me tell y'all what happened on I-25.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to Miss Prissy. Miss Prissy, we must have been delirious because everybody was all over the highway sleep. I'm looking at my GPS. It says
long blink.
Man,
Long
listen,
blink.
I'm talking about like all over the highway. Literally, we were 30 miles away from the hotel. Prissy comes riding past me fast. She's flagging everybody over. Get off the highway. Get off the highway. I'm like, I look over at Incredible. I'm like, what's wrong with her? We only got 30 miles to this hotel. So we finally get off the highway. She jumps off. She's like, everybody off the bike. Everybody off the bike. Y'all need to do some calisthenics or something. Get off the bike. Y'all ain't going to kill me out here on this road. Get up. Get up.
Wow.
I was like, Prissy, get your ass on that bike. We got 30 miles. We going to make it to this hotel tonight. We ain't got time for this. She's like, they ain't going to kill me, Kurvez. They not going to kill me. Why? We laughed so hard. I still clown Prissy about that. I said, man, I thought I was bossy as hell. You bossy as hell.
But you have to be that way because safety lives are in your hand.
Yes.
And that's the worst thing that you would want somebody to get under your watch.
Hey,
right,
tell me about it.
Right, yeah.
Tell me about that.
That ride, and I'm gonna bring it up because I can do that. Because me and Kurvez, you and I, we spoke. I spoke to T-Cat too. After that ride, during the ride, after that ride, and what you say, it's like you said when you coming out of the OMC riding with them, but just the idea of women riding in a group like that, we as men sometimes, how can I say it, get envious. We get envious, we get jealous, and we'll say, they ain't nothing but they ain't doing anything that we haven't done. How did your ladies, because it's not just you, it's all your ladies. How did y'all handle that and keep riding? Because we have to keep mentally fit on the road. But how do you deal with that? How did y'all deal with that, knowing that there's guys out there that they like, oh, forget them women out there. They didn't say women, they said all kinds of words. But how did you deal with that?
We actually, if we're specifically talking about the 48, we didn't really have anybody really hating on us for the 48 like that. You know what I mean? That I knew of. We got major support.
You got major love. You across the board because it was no social media. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, like my pit crew was me. I had men on the pit crew. Okay. We had meetings. Kodak and Seven, they offered different things to Tone, helped out. Of course, I'm on the phone with Tone while we're riding. Actually, when we got kind of separated in that time frame where I slowed the ride down, I was actually on the phone with Tone, and he was like, hey, I see you ladies, y'all stretched out, across. I said, yeah, we were just kind of talking about it. I said, I need to slow this ride down, you know what I mean? So I could try to at least bring us back together close enough to where everybody can kind of get themselves together. So, I don't, as far as that, we've never really had anybody really like, down in it. Reef, came in, like I said, he was one of the subject matter experts that came in and talked to us while we were in preparation mode. So I don't,
Hey, Kurvez, Logic, I got to take a break right quick. We're going to jump off the Facebook. People, head over to the YouTube. We're going to do part 2 of this. We'll be right back. All right. Did we make it?
Yeah, I'm here. We here. We didn't hang up. We did not hang up.
Oh, man. I don't think Facebook let us let us chime off, man. We got so many people. Oh, Curve,
Hey.
you all right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
Like,
No. I was just trying to. Tone was saying something to me. I had to take my earpiece. I couldn't hear. Look, I can't hear anything in these things. But you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Kiki, most wanted.
Everybody on.
Thank y'all for coming over to the YouTube channel. We greatly appreciate it. Tonight we have the national president of the Bessie Bells Riding Club on, the one and only Kurvez. And she is giving us a lowdown information. She's giving us about leadership. She's giving us about support. She's giving us about planning, coordinating. We haven't even touched her club yet. We haven't even touched the history of her club. So, folks, on this next part 2, we're going to dive into it. So, Logic, go ahead, and I know this was your question, sir. Go ahead and wrap this one up, and then we're going to jump into her organization.
We're going to go right ahead because my question can float with anywhere. Tell us about Bessie Stringfield.
That's my girl.
Bessie Stringfield.
I don't know Bessie, my girl.
Tell us about Bessie Stringfield. Now, we talked about how you started to ride, but just tell us about Bessie and your and how she influenced you to do what you're doing.
Listen, like I told you guys, I've been riding, right? I've been in organizations.
Not that one. Turn that off.
Not
Oh God. Logic.
Hit you up. Go ahead.
Edit, man. Cut that. Forget that. Y'all saw nothing.
Okay. So, I mean, Bessie came about one of my club brothers at the time when I was, like I said, I was a PO. We were just kind of hanging out. And one of my club brothers at the time, shout out to Drake, Mr. Ronald Coleman, down in Biloxi, Mississippi. Been knowing him for a long time. He was my mechanic on my first motorcycle. Mm-hmm. So I had done a all-female ride back in 08, 09 called Divas Cruising the Coast. So he knew I wasn't new to getting ladies together to ride. And that ride was, of course, much smaller than the Bessie ride, but we would go from state to state, meaning Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, doing that ride. So we were just kind of talking one day, and he said, I tell you what y'all need to do, Kurvez. And I was like, what's up? He was like, you need to do a ride for Miss Bessie Stringfield. And I was like, who? I didn't even know who she was, And he was like, I tell you what, go do some research, come back, and and then we'll go from there. And that's what happened. And from that point on, I was inspired, like KSolo say, aspire to inspire. She is going to forever be my inspiration. The things that she's done, her legacy, and I'm deeply indebted to her, even though I've never met her, for pushing me to limits that I didn't know I had. So Bessie Stringfield, 8 solo cross country rides, motorcycle queen of Miami, and just a lady that was fearless. And the biggest thing I like about Bessie is she carried a 38. You know what I mean? I like that lady.
But she had to take care of herself.
She was packing, man. She was packing.
She was. So, I would have bought me a 38 because of old Bessie,
There you go.
Yes. So, she did it during times where, nobody was really doing it of color. No woman of color was doing it. And the more I've learned about her, the more inspired I've become. And I just, I feel like my legacy is part of her legacy. You know what I mean? Very much so. But I tell you, every time I get on my bike, I'm definitely inspired every time. That Hoka Hey, it looked like Bessie. It smelled like Bessie. I'm getting into that. I'm getting into that one. Hey, that thing was Bessie Stringfield, all the way through and through. And I'll tell you another story. 2017, my good friend Laura, she was at the time she was the district director for the Motor Maze for Texas. Mm-hmm. And she and I had formed a bond I met her doing my four corner ride. She was doing her four corner ride, and I had never seen a motormaid on the road. And I just kind of walked up to her like, some kind of groupie, like, "Hey, I've never met a motormaid. Can I get a picture with you?" She's like, "Yeah." And we formed a very good friendship. Rest in peace for Laura. But let me tell you something. In 2017, we were bringing the Bessie ride to Texas, to Killeen. Right. And we had Hurricane Cindy on our back door. And I called Laura. She said, I said, "Man, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should cancel this ride. I don't want ladies to get hurt." And I said, "What you think?" She said, "What would Bessie do?" I said, "Shit, she would ride." She said, "Well, let's go." And when we got to Killeen, Texas, 350 women were sitting in the room when we got there through a hurricane. And you talking about some inspiration. I was overwhelmed. I had no idea that many women had showed up. And I'm talking about they came from California, they came from Massachusetts, they came from everywhere. And I was like, man, there's no way we can stop this. And, I just always felt like she was always in the room somewhere, our divine intervention,
Right.
Yeah.
So,
hey, David Bell, thank you for that. Over 50 watch, but only 20 likes. Folks, it will not hurt you to like. It will not hurt you. We greatly appreciate that.
Yeah. Come on in.
Come on in, because Curve is doing her thing. She's enlightening a lot of people and inspiring others. So, folks, it's not going to hurt you to like, share, comment. By all means, we're getting ready to open up the phone lines in a little bit. So go ahead and get your questions ready. I know. But get your questions ready. But please hit the like button. If your name come across the screen, if you don't want your name coming across the screen, that's okay.
Yeah,
it's not gonna hurt you. Support. Don't be afraid to support. Like, I don't want to support them. I don't support them. Hey, Terry. But hey, Hoka Hey 1146. Yeah, one of your Hoka Hey sisters. Yeah, my Hoka Hey sister. That's right. See that? That's what I'm talking about, folks. All right. So listen, go ahead, Kurt. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but go ahead.
No, I mean that, basically, and that's kind of where I watched, the Bessie ride. I always say this. Angel and I have conversations often, and I tell her, I say, I didn't teach people how to ride, but the Bessie ride gave people opportunities.
There you go.
Right.
And if nothing else, I know that that's my legacy. I'm proud of that, because I have watched a lot of women grow. Like Junja said in the comments, she rode a sports bike to Killeen, Texas from Virginia. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. In 2019, my girl Venus Roman out of Boston, Massachusetts, she rode coast to coast on a 600, a Gixxer 600, to Oakland, California. You know what I mean? My girls out of Miami, they came out of Miami on sports bikes all the way to Oakland, California. So, man, listen. Hey,
let me. I'm gonna tap into a little bit of this legacy, because I know we have a lot of people that just probably haven't put all this together.
What up, my brother Kool-Aid, Daryl Manor, out of Keys of Cali?
Tell you, bro, I'm gonna hit him with a piece of. And I probably won't even do it. He did that because he in the army trying to do it anyway. And I'm not gonna go in order, but thinking about your legacy and everything you put together. You had all the rides. You started the riding club. You got a street named after Bessie Stringfield. Oh my gosh, the documentary that y'all put together. And the thing that is close to my heart, is getting Bessie and indoctrinated up there at Harley Davidson Museum.
We're not done. We're not done, Logic.
I know you're done, because I'm gonna let Solo bring this picture up now.
Okay.
But at there, and one reason why it's close to my heart, because I got a chance to ride with y'all. But and you had asked me and Pastor E. Pastor E opened up with prayer, and you asked me to close with prayer, and that was just, I'm like, my prayer was about like that long, because I was just excited to be there. But one thing I do is I walk around, I take pictures, and this picture that's showing right now
Yeah,
I
I
was
was.
the picture. I said, "Hey, I'm the one that took the picture," and I couldn't find the picture.
Yeah.
This picture right here. I mean, when I took that picture, and I said, "Wow." If you can remember, what was going through your mind when you
I
when you
just really felt like I was like hard work. You
yeah
know, this is when your parents tell you, earn things or hard work will pay off. That's just where I was. I was like, man, all this work, look
yes
where we are, and just kind of really like thankful to Bessie, and us to, just for us to be able to find things out about her, bring that stuff to light. And let me say this, a lot of people knew who Bessie Stringfield was.
yeah
I'm not the the keeper of the legacy in that sort. A lot of people before me, Secret and I, Sarah, Secret Monroe, my one of my big sisters, ground pounder.
Oh
Secret,
yeah. Oh yeah.
introduced me to Bessie, you know what I mean, in her own way.
right
But just a lot of different people already knew who she was.
right
I just kind of found it in me to try to bring that to light, and that 2018 was that was the same year we did Jay Leno. So it was a lot of great things happening for us,
yeah
for her, on behalf of her. And that's kind of where I was, you know what I mean? Like, man, it was blood, sweat, and tears in that case.
yes
Now,
yes
now,
Yeah.
now I have a question. I have a question for you. On that note, now we know Bessie, uh, her legacy is in the Harley Davidson Museum.
Mhm.
But are there any African American museums that her legacy is available, that's captured in time, a time capsule of her era?
Not at the present time, but like I was just telling Logic, there are things in works to for the Smithsonian, for her African American Museum in DC. There's a lot of different things being worked out, because a lot of information since the we put the documentary together has been
And that was a
found on
beautiful
her.
documentary, folks.
Thank you.
If you have not seen the documentary, you need to Google it. You need to
Yeah.
YouTube it. You need to see it because it is excellent. I mean,
It will be
absolutely excellent.
available through streaming.
Exactly. I mean, the cinema graphics, all of it is excellent. It's in
Yeah.
it's in high def quality and it's definitely narrated well. So you need to check it out.
It's actually being narrated by Bessie.
Yeah,
It's her own voice.
yeah
yeah.
So that was a big discovery. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, and I'm telling you, tomorrow actually, down in Miami, the Sunshine Dimes will be trying to finish off getting that street named. So I mean, listen, a lot of work. A lot of work from a lot of different people. I can't just, take the credit. I'm the person that decided to take a chance. You know what
Right,
I mean?
right,
And
right.
it's been a lot of ladies, a lot of men and women. I can't even just get this all to just the women, but everybody has definitely got on board and supported in the way, whatever way they could, either through participation, either through donations, showing up. Like, when we decided to go to the museum, I was talking to the curator at the time, and I was like, no, let me bring my people up here. And
Right,
that's when I reached out to Pastor E and Logic. I was like, we definitely got to put a prayer on this. You know what I
mhm.
mean?
right.
My big brother, this was the first time he had seen my ride, so he was able to participate in it. He was like, what the hell? I didn't even know all these people, So
Mm-hmm,
uh,
mm-hmm,
my
mm-hmm,
dad
mm-hmm.
I was proud that my dad got a chance to see the
Oh, when
documentary.
when family recognize your
Yeah,
achievement,
yeah.
That's
ooh,
So
awesome.
that for me
man,
is big. You
man,
know what I mean?
man, come on. When Duke say
Uh,
something,
yeah,
ooh,
yeah, exactly. So
exactly.
it's just been, like I said, it's been a road to travel. Many people have been there to help, and I'm
Mhm.
grateful for that. I do want to talk about one ride that really.
Before hold that thought,
Okay.
DJ Effects, what is the title?
Oh,
You want to
the
know the
title of
title
the
of the documentary?
documentary, "To Myself with Love: The Bessie Stringfield Story," and there is a Facebook page for that. So all information that you need that will be coming for that. The Bessie Stringfield story is the Facebook page for that. Or you can find it on, my club's page, the Bessie Bells Riding Club. So anything, to myself with love, the Bessie Stringfield story is more to come. We're actually going to screen that film in June at our fourth annual anniversary in Atlanta. Um, it's a lot of people. Mr. Gene, shout out to Gene Preston, the owner of Thunder Tower Harley Davidson in Atlanta, and as well as Columbia, South Carolina. The shirts that we had on in the documentary, he put his logo, Harley Davidson logo, on the back of that shirt and made those shirts official Harley Davidson shirts. And he is, we're going to make sure we cater to his dealership, being one of the few Black-owned Harley Davidson dealerships out of the 700 whatever they have.
Do you remember when I was a guest speaker?
Yeah, at the one in Columbia. Listen, do I remember? Oh man, yes, and I appreciate you for that. You came, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's all good.
Shout out to T-Cat, Thundercat, all of y'all.
Thundercat was over there.
Yeah.
So listen, everybody has poured into it, and I appreciate it.
You are a great inspiration on many levels. There's other things that you do, Kurvez. Tell us about Mo's Heroes.
Oh yeah, that's my girl Shadonna Mo McFall, another Air Force retired veteran.
Okay,
Big Blue.
See, here we go. Here we go.
Shout out to Mo.
Kodak, and Kodak. Go ahead on Kodak.
I ain't gonna answer the phone.
Tell Kodak I was stationed at Fort Bragg, man. I know about all that, man. Mo is one of my good friends. We go back to like E2, E3 days in the Air Force.
Wow.
We were stationed together in Florida. And then we were stationed together again in Korea. And when we both retired, she started this nonprofit, Mo's Heroes. It is for homeless vets. And a lot of people think that, the VA is the end all be all for us veterans. And it is not. So I kind of, she was doing different things, trying to get her nonprofit off the ground. And so I joined in and kind of hooked my ride to that charity because a lot of it helps veterans to transition, either getting your VA claim done for your disability, or she helps with resumes, job hunting. If veterans don't have anywhere to live, you know what I mean? I mean, like the whole nine of putting us back together and teaching us how to become a civilian again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so that's the big thing that I love about it, because it's hard. You know what I mean? Transitioning to the military is like transitioning out of being a football player or something that you've been conditioned in for years, and you have kind of one track mind on the way you think, and it kind of helps you to get back into society and be successful, I guess is the word, quote unquote. I'm gonna put my air quotes on that.
Right. Now, hey, Solo, I know you wanted to talk about the. I had to get that in because I seen that in her,
my girl,
and everything.
I know.
That's
Big Blue.
Yeah,
that's right.
Big Blue. Aim high. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna dive into the Hoka Hey on this last portion. Now, this is gonna be our last portion of the show tonight. Now we may have to do another episode, but we're gonna jump into this last super achievement that you and the lady just completed. The 2024 Hoka Hey motorcycle rally. Without a doubt, probably one of the most toughest challenges, at least the first 24 to 48 hours.
One of.
I'm
gonna go out on the limb and say
I don't know now.
Wait, KSolo, are you gonna sit up here? Wait, no. Let me interview you for a second. Are you gonna tell me that there is a ride tougher than the Hoka Hey? I'll wait.
No, I'm just saying year. I'm just saying,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
I'm not.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
without a doubt, that is the toughest to me.
I
I've
told
ridden in the
Tom that.
IBR. I've ridden in the IBR, and I've
Okay,
ridden in the Hoka Hey. The IBR is technical. You know
okay,
what I'm saying? There's no room for error. Your error is going to cost you. In the
got
Hoka Hey, you out the ballpark. You out the game. Logic and I literally sat there and narrated that thing from start to finish throughout the night. During they had a heart attack. They can tell everybody about it. During they had a heart attack.
I got on
Man.
that podcast because I was already following Curves and the ladies. I mean, I said, okay, Curves and ladies, the bells. I'm following them. I'll get to know everybody else later, but I'm following them. Then KSolo brought me on, and then I really got to understand what the Hoka Hey is. And yeah, y'all
Hoka
have my blood pressure.
Hey.
You know.
Hoka Hey.
So my question to you is, and I know we sit there and say we heard about it. You've seen us do it. I've ridden it, but sitting there saying, okay, I know what it's about. I've talked to people about it. What made you want to do that type of ride? What made you want to sit there and say, I want to sleep outside next to my bike? I want to ride 10,000 miles.
No, I still
What
don't want
made
to
you do? I mean, because you think about it, there's people out there right now that sit and say, well, it's the first time I heard about it. People say, KSolo, your podcast just opened it up to a lot more people to do it. But I mean, that is not for everybody. That is a ride, not for it's not like doing a 48. When you sit there and say, well, okay, when we stop, we get a hotel room.
Yeah.
You have to be insane. You have to be literally insane. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a blur. If anybody tell you that the Hoka Hey is not a blur, they did not ride to their full potential. Because the thing is, there's going to be sections and part of it that you are not going to remember.
Yes.
Because you are so exhausted. You're giving it your all, your eyes, your mental, physical, everything about you. You have to tell the people what made you sit there and the ladies sit there and say, well, we're going to do that ride.
Actually, I will say this. I was actually motivated by Kinky and Thundercat. Because I said I wasn't going to do it.
I know you did.
I said I wasn't.
I talked to you about it.
Yeah, you asked me, Reeve asked me, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to sleep outside. I can't get past that part. I'm actually still trying to get past sleeping outside. Like, I have like some thoughts that I go back like, oh my God. Like I literally probably didn't sleep for 3 days.
Yeah.
Like the first 3 days, I didn't really sleep. Like seriously.
Because what I tell everybody is sleeping outside in open environment, your body does not relax. Your mind,
never.
The crickets, everything that's going on around you, hear the cars passing by. You never know if you're going to have somebody going to walk up on you. So your body is not at rest. So the sleep that you get is not good sleep.
No.
So until you actually are fully exhausted, to when you lay down, I'm not going to take any of my clothes off. I'm not even going to take my helmet off. I'm just going to lay down here and go to sleep, and whatever happens, happens.
The first night when we came out of Key West, I got ate up by mosquitoes, and I thought I saw a bobcat.
Your 38? Did you have your 38?
I didn't, because we were going. I didn't have anything because we were going across the border into, you know what I mean, into Canada. So I didn't have anything on me, but I really thought I saw a bobcat. I did. Because we had just passed by this sign in Florida that says something about the panther.
Kinky said it was a panther.
Panther something.
Oh,
and I'm thinking, what? Like, wait a minute. Because going into Key West, we saw the little baby alligators as roadkill.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, and then like you said, the crickets, the mosquitoes are like, listen, we're still in our climb gear, and the mosquitoes are literally eating through the climb gear.
Wow.
So I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I'm so not. The next day when we slept in Georgia, the hurricane was coming through Georgia.
Yep.
So we had this stupid bright idea to build a damn fort. Like we were like 3 or 4 years old or some shit. And the wind just flapped the tarps all night long. I was just like, this is not good. This is just not good. Ask Kinky. I got to the gas station. I don't know what that is. But my sisters know me on the road, so they just let me spaz out. You know, they just spaz out curves. Okay. Kinky and Incredible just looking at me like, when she get through, we'll be okay. Then we'll just get on the bikes and ride.
Right.
Yeah. That thing is tough.
What advice would you give someone that's considering it?
Don't do it. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just joshing you. I'm just joshing you.
No, you know what the problem is that could be the best advice for some people.
Nah, you got to
look at it and see how you can laugh and joke and everything, but never really understand the psyche that you went through. Oh, I can go do it and would have never made it out of Florida.
Nah, listen, I'm telling you, like,
to get this win and would have never made it out of Florida, you know?
Nah, I'm telling you, like, there was no way for me to prepare for that. Like, right. I don't care. Like, I can ride. I can do long distance rides. I can do endurance rides. I did the 48 in 8 days.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the 48 in 8 days is nothing compared to the Hoka Hey.
See?
Right.
See? Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'm going to say that again. The 48 states in 8 days is nothing compared to the Hoka Hey.
See?
Yeah.
I remember.
Now you still got a lot more to do out there. You still got the Rap 48.
Listen.
You still got the Rap 48.
Listen, I feel like I can do that though. I can definitely do
that. Every month, the IBA is coming up with something new, man.
Yeah,
I tell you, Night Bond, Howard, those guys, man, they're coming up with something new every month. Yeah. So I would say anybody looking to the Rap 48 Insanity. Gold.
You got to build yourself up to
it. David Ocelota and myself did it.
Yeah,
pioneering that ride, and it's actually a great ride.
Yeah,
it's actually a great ride.
But you got to build yourself to that. You need to do those type of rides to do the Hoka Hey. You really do.
Right. Yeah. And that would
not just to do them. What I'm trying to say, you need to do those things to get your body ready. Then you have to do something to get your mind.
Your mind.
Yes. Your mind. Yeah,
get your mind
your mind, body, and soul.
Get your mind right.
The Hoka Hey will take your soul.
Oh yeah, it'll scarf it up. It'll eat you. It'll eat you completely up. But hey, Logic, we got to open the phone lines up, man. We're about an hour and 15 into this thing.
Can I give a warning? Can I give a warning?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
Here's the warning. We gotta open these phone lines up. Okay, if y'all get hung up on,
what?
That's because we already got somebody on the line. We got one phone, one line. I don't have a big old switchboard where I can say, hold on.
That's why we need support, man. Hey, man, we need some people to subscribe. We need subscribers, man. Hey, man, we gonna do our push. We gonna do our charity push.
All of them, they owe me another phone because they and John. They owe me another phone because John would call, hang up home, and then start texting me. I said, okay, I'm trying to hit you.
What?
So yeah, we're gonna open up. That's just a joke, y'all. But let's let y'all know I'm not hanging up on you on purpose because if I don't hang up, we'll be able to hear the beep online. So
somebody got crosses that they praying that your phone work.
Oh, the phone works.
That's DJ Effects, man. Are you on the team or not, DJ Effects?
Phone works. Y'all checking out the orange, right? The orange cake. Phone works. I'm just saying that if somebody calls and I get them online, if everybody calls behind them, I have to hang up so we won't hear the beep. That's all.
There you go. So just be patient, folks. Just be patient. Comment. I'm trying to call in. Comment. Put a comment in. Say I'm trying to call in. Hang up. And that's what we'll see. Maybe we'll get you in.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Bolo says salute to Kurvez.
Thank you.
Bolo, salute to Kurvez and her team for completing.
Why we wait?
Well done.
I'm still. Look, somebody asked if I'm going to do the Hoka Hey in 26. That's still, I'm still thinking about that.
Look,
I'm still thinking about that. I'm still out on the road in Montana.
It's open. It's open February 1st, y'all.
For new riders.
For the new riders.
Yeah.
New riders. February.
We got that message.
The old school ones, those school ones, they can get, they automatically in,
Yeah.
Hey, folks, we want to take the time to thank everybody for tuning in with us tonight. We have Curve, the national president of the Bessie Bells Riding Club, on with us tonight.
Yes.
She has been a true inspiration, a lot of knowledge. A lot. If you have enjoyed her tonight, give her a thumbs up. Give her a thumb. Let her know that you've enjoyed, because she's really just shared a lot with us. And there's much, much more. I mean, we could just keep going on and on and on, folks. We really could. But we're going to open these phone lines up. If you want to just call in, maybe just ask her a question or give her a shout out, thank her. We greatly appreciate that. Now is your time to interact with us on the podcast. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. The number is 1-972-834-5010. I say again, 972-834-5010. Give us a call in. And
while we waiting for them.
Terry asking me out the rendezvous taco run. I'm trying to get there. I heard that taco run is cold as hell.
We gotta call y'all.
Word on the street, Terry, is that taco run is cold as hell. Is that true?
Hey, Medicine Park, boy, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Call y'all. We got.
What do we have on? Caller.
What's good, Curves?
Hey,
Congratulations on all that you do. You've always been one of my favorites.
Thank you.
You know that's Sharif.
Man. He couldn't get in last week. He was like,
man, let that guy in.
Reed, what you got for us tonight, man?
You get on my nerves sometimes. So motivational.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Y'all got another inch of snow out there in Bernie, Texas, Reef?
Yes, sir. Yep. Okay. It's all gone now, though.
This is Texas, man. He'll be here in the morning, be gone by the afternoon.
Right. Okay. Everywhere. In the South, too.
Mm-hmm. Good deal.
Just enough so people can say, I can't ride for another 8 months.
Yeah, look, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. If we talk about Curves riding and everything, and Curves talking about how she got thick skin because she had brothers and this and that.
Yeah.
Do not. Here's my warning to any of y'all, and this happened at RTE. Do not be faking the funk that you a ground pounder and riding and be in a conversation with Curves. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't. And so, no, you gonna get roasted. Bad.
Real riders do what real riders do.
Hey.
Real riders do what real riders do.
There you go, right there.
Listen, Reef talking about that cold though. I don't ride in this cold weather that Pennsylvania got.
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all right now. It seems to me like the weather pattern has changed, has shifted to the right, even from last year. Because I remember riding during this time. I would typically be getting ready to go. Definitely done at least 1 or 2 Status 1000, but the cold temperatures have shifted to the right, folks. I don't know how much longer this might. It may just go ahead and hit us earlier and then kind of slow down sooner. But man, these 20 degrees, 19 degrees. I know Piper posted some crazy number of people up north posting negative.
Yeah, negative. Yeah,
in the negative. So folks, I mean, you have nothing. I mean, I don't know what you have. Maybe some people have stuff they want to prove to themselves, but be safe, be cautious. Because we're gonna do an episode on medical. And I didn't hear you, Logic, but we're gonna be doing Hope Harris said -8 on the importance of your health, riding, and riding in certain riding conditions. So that's gonna be coming. So be on the lookout. Do we have another caller?
We do. We got a Reef. We got to hang up on.
I'm out. Y'all be easy.
All right. Easy, Reef.
Go ahead, caller. Call back in.
The number is 1-972-834-5010.
I'm going to call the last number that called. They called 3 times. Oh, nope, I can't. What?
Who was that, Kodak?
Oh, they called. There it is.
He was calling in about the Army.
That's what it is, man. It's Kodak, man.
Caller, you online?
Oh my God, this is Foxville from Memphis.
Oh my God.
And I have always wanted to know why Curve's name is Curves.
Oh. Now you know.
Now you know.
Hey man, listen. Listen, I do want to say something to the ladies that are just getting their start in long distance ride. You know,
Okay.
they always say ride your ride. You know what I mean? That's so true. So um you push yourself as much as you want to push yourself. But at the end of the day, like, it's your ride is your ride. You don't have to ride what everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? So, but I will also say, uh, if you're gonna push yourself, get you some education, take you some riding classes. Just like how I got my name the tough way. I didn't go through any classes to learn how to ride in curves. But I will say that here lately, like the classes that we go through with Scooter and SV, they helped me a lot. The advanced riders course. So, shout out to Kodak for being, one of the instructors for the Bessie Bells to help. So I'm always about the education, of riding and learning how to do these techniques. Because I will say this, we actually took the advanced riders course. Scooter taught the class right before we went on the Hoka Hey, and it helped a lot in the mountains and those deep switchback curves and things like that. So
Right.
don't just get out there and start riding with different people and they're pushing you beyond your limits. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Take your time, ride your ride, so you can enjoy it.
Right, right, right.
Right. And you
I
ride, and I'm
understand.
looking at your ride up to British Columbia. You actually ride in a full suit.
Oh yeah.
I know when you were riding. Thank you, caller. Thank you. I know when you were riding with the organization. Did you ride in a suit then, or did once you start long distance riding, did you transition over into a riding suit? Because
I
some people sit
definitely.
there and don't understand that concept, and some
Oh
people would
yeah,
jump
that's
right
what.
in and start riding in a riding suit, not knowing how to properly use it,
Right,
not knowing what the vents are for, how to
right,
get the air circulating in it.
right.
Because that's it could be dangerous if you don't know how to properly use
Yeah,
it.
because you can get dehydrated in those suits too, as well as you know what I mean. That's bad too to get too hot in a suit. Tone kind of taught me that, like, hey, when you put on those rain suits and you get too hot, you know what I mean. That's kind of bad for you too, because you're sweating and not taking in the proper liquids or whatever. But yeah, I mean, a lot of my riding is definitely a journey. I didn't wake up one day and then, oh yeah, let me go out here and do 1,000 miles in 24 hours. No. So even wearing that climb suit, that was the first time I've worn that suit. I've had other riding suits, but that suit is definitely different from
Right,
the suits that
right.
I've worn. The builds, nothing, nothing wrong with a built suit out of Cycle Gear, nothing wrong with a Harley Davidson, suit, but that climb suit was different. Man, listen, that thing, I had to peel that thing off of me. We never took that thing off,
Hello?
you know.
Hold on,
Um,
just let me call her.
but yeah.
So funny. No.
Okay, I was waiting for you to finish. We got
Okay.
another caller. We
Who do
got
we
another
have?
It's John
Caller?
John.
oh,
John
John.
John.
What's up, John? John?
John John.
What's up? Oh, and Carl too.
Mr. Carl.
Hey, Mr. Carl.
Yes.
So
Go ahead, caller. You have a question?
Oh, yes. I just wanted to say that I love Curve so much. I'm probably her biggest fan.
I love you too, John John.
And
I definitely have watched John
I
John
would
grow
not
in
be
her
the
ride.
writer
Yes,
Right.
that I am today
yes.
if it wasn't for you and your Bessie Stringfield ride.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Thank you for being
just want
there.
to call and
Thank
say
you for
that.
making it what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
I'm glad you got in this time, John.
I know. I'm like y'all stalker right now.
Y'all gonna blame her too for my phone melting last week.
I know. I'm sorry. Every episode I'm on here.
Yeah. You
Good
know what?
deal.
I
We
see I
appreciate
see
that.
Shell. I see Shell. Shout out to Shell, the female in 2024, first female to finish the Hoka Hey in 2024. Um, but yeah, Shell, you definitely should take the advanced riders course every couple of years, just to keep yourself up with, the latest and the greatest, and just to keep that familiarization of those different techniques. But yeah, in my club, in the Bessie Bells Riding Club, it's mandatory. When you come in as a new bell, it's mandatory to take that safety class. And we pay for that class for our new members.
That's outstanding.
Yeah.
That's outstanding to hear right there.
Yeah.
The club actually paying for something for a member. Good
Yeah,
God.
definitely. I mean, it's the investment, right?
Right.
Right.
You
That's
have to-
right.
we want the people to ride better. We're riding in a group together, so those different techniques come along with that riding ability. And everybody, once again, like I said about the Bessie ride, everybody didn't have the same skill level. You know what I mean? So in order for me to kind of bring everybody close to the same page, that's what we do for our new members.
Right.
The ladies that you support, the RN Divas here. I
Oh, yeah.
Their president here. Well, a few years ago, she was out and said, "All right, y'all bike's been in the garage for a month. It's time to get back out there. Meet me at the parking lot with your cones, so we can do these rides, so we can get back up in our riding skills." I said, "Oh wow,
Absolutely."
yeah."
And let me tell you, one of the biggest thing when we first decided that we were going to do a safety class, oh man, I got all kind of what, no, what, I got the pushback from the club members, but I sat down and talked to my vice president, and at first we were going to try to teach the class, you know what I mean? But I was like, no, you know what? We need a real certified instructor, and I preferred that a man be that instructor. And a lot of that is because women don't typically want to take instructions from other women. And no, that's not everybody, but that was my thought process. So, I reached out to Scooter. I knew he was an instructor, MSF, a certified instructor. And then he brought in, we talked about it, and then he brought in SV, and, and we have a female there too. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, we definitely, we listen, we take in what they're saying. A lot of people learn that they have some bad habits in riding. You know what I mean? And that class definitely will highlight that. But he does teach us things that we need to know to save our lives. You know what I mean? So that's the bigger thing.
Hey, I got a question from Shell. Shell said, "Curve, what was the most memorable thing for you during the Hoka Hey?"
So Shell, I don't know if Kinky told you, we almost got arrested in Arizona.
Well, I didn't even know.
No lie, real talk. So
you ain't the only one.
Right.
You ain't the only one.
We come out of the mountains. It's pitch black dark in Arizona, and we're just tired. And I'm like, man, listen. I'm trying to like bed down somewhere. And we kept, and when you're tired, you're fatigued, you're looking at the instructions, you keep getting turned around. It's a hell of a ride to get turned around in mountains at night. And so we decided we were gonna sleep somewhere. So we pulled over to this gas station, and the guy was like, "Hey, I don't want the police to come and wake you guys up in the middle of your sleep. But there is a visitor center." So we rode looking for this visitor center, never could find it. I see a VFW. You know what I'm thinking, Big Blue? I'm a veteran.
I'm a veteran. Yeah.
I can stay. This is where we can stay tonight.
Right.
Yeah. No. No. But I had to kind of take it in and realize, like, it was 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and the VFW is sitting on a hill, and we ride up there, and the lady is like, "No, I'm not answering the door. I'm not coming to the door. I don't know you." And I'm saying, I'm pleading with her. I'm like, "I know you don't know us. Listen, I'm just asking you, can we use your parking lot tonight? That's all we need." And she was like, "No, I'm not coming to the door. I'm no." And she called the police on us. And before we could get back to the bikes, Kinky was at her bike waiting on us. Before Incredible and I could get back to the bikes, the police, like 3 carloads, was on us.
Wow.
Lights and everything. I was like, oh shit. And the greatest thing about Pennsylvania is, on my license, I have disabled veteran. And of course, they wanted to see ID. They're asking us questions. They go and talk to the lady. She's like, "No, they cannot sleep out there." No, she was like, "No." And so the officer was like, "Well, I don't know what y'all want to do, but we could take you over to our precinct, and if you guys are okay to stay out there, we was like, hell yeah. And we literally got police escort to the police precinct. It was a U.S. Marshal precinct, and we stayed there. And they gave us the entire, like, everything, like, just, hey, spread out, do what you got to do, and good luck. And they actually swapped patches and stickers with us. And I actually put that patch on my Hoka Hey vest. So that's my most memorable moment, Shell.
Pretty awesome.
You know,
that's
they looked
pretty
out.
awesome.
Yeah, they looked out.
Without a doubt. Hey, we got a caller on.
Caller?
Yes, that's me.
That voice sound familiar. Who that? Is that Nasty from Dahuru?
That's my brother.
My brother. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. So I just got a for the ride. They are registered included and able to visit.
Can you guys hear?
You're breaking up. If you got your phone in the background, there's something going on. You're breaking up, Nasty.
Oh, let me see.
You still using that T-Mobile? You still using that T-Mobile, bro?
Man, you know,
that's a cricket.
Be in the with a regular phone. Is there a registry associated and our men?
Tell them to put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, Nasty.
My brother.
Because you're going in and out. But thanks for calling us. Thanks for calling us.
Hey, God bless you.
Bless you, brother.
Bless you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've been on now about an hour and a half.
Hey, time flies.
I know time flies, and we still got people coming on and going off. But we're gonna try to keep this thing under at least 90 minutes, folks. We're gonna try to at least keep it under 90 minutes. We would love to have Kurvez back on for part 2 and do a recap.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a great night. We thoroughly enjoyed you, Kurt. We thoroughly enjoyed you. Is there any message or anything that you would like to leave with the audience?
We still got another caller.
We got another caller? You didn't tell me.
Online. Yeah, I did. I was trying.
Okay, caller, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, caller.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh, man.
See, I should have
I
answered.
said you not.
Oh, that's a setup, Logic.
I know, right?
Hey, Kodak.
2 Air Force personnel trying to
Kodak, get him, baby. Get him, baby.
Kodak. Don't do that, because you know I schedule a lot of jumps for y'all for large package week. Now you know I know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Heavy drop.
You know I know those. Hey, over Normandy and all them drop zone out there, huh?
Hey, you know what it is.
Okay.
Hey, on the real, I believe first time I met Kurvez, we was pulling out of that ride from Arizona, no, from Las Vegas into California.
Yeah.
And then we met the man from
East Bay Dragons.
That was a memorial, memorable event.
Yeah. I was gonna tell KSolo and them about that Kodak, that cross country ride. You know, during that time we and I'm gonna say that probably was one of the most memorable rides for me too, Kodak. It was the voyage from Maryland to Vegas was a 3-day voyage. People had taken different routes. You know, we kind of gave them route cards and allowed them to do their own journey across the country and to meet us in Vegas for a chat and chew. And we kind of did it old school. The chat and chew had some legendary ladies from the set. Sister Grumbles out of California with Sisters of Scotus, WMC. They had been around since I think like 1976 or something like that. And then Lady Ninja, who's my motorcycle mentor, they spoke at that Chat and Chew. And then we took a 550-mile voyage from Vegas to Oakland, California, where we ended at the East Bay Dragons Clubhouse. And everybody got a chance to meet the late and great Toby Jean Livingston before, you know, he passed away, which was a moment. He hung out with us the whole weekend. So cool, you know what I mean?
I got that picture.
Yeah. So it was also, you know, one of the first times the national president out of Outcast was there. And that was the first time Outcast and East Bay Dragons had sat down to have a talk also. So it was, you know, it was some good things that came out of that. You know, unfortunately, we lost a lady on that ride, Navigator. She's out of Texas. You know, and we actually talked to her family and, you know, and reached out. But that it was kind of devastating, and it was, you know, a lot of mixed emotions with losing someone. That was the first time that had happened on the Bessie ride. You know, she's greatly missed. I met her because she was a Texas Motor Maid, I think in 2017. And she told me that she had never seen that many Black women on motorcycles. I was like, wow. So she joined in, you know, and she was dedicated to that Bessie ride. And like I said, unfortunately, she passed away on that ride. But, you know, it was some great times in that also, in that moment. So just like I said, a lot of mixed emotions with that. But 110 women came across the country during that year. So, you know, we just had some great times on that ride.
How many did we take from Daytona to Miami?
250 on the last ride.
Hey,
Yeah, the last ride was 250.
I'm gonna give you some big ups. When we were on 95 headed south, some chick on a sport bike hit a tire in the road,
gator. Yeah,
and everybody started pulling over.
yeah.
And me and you looked at each other, and you said, "What should we do?" I said, "Continue on the mission."
Yeah. But we had, you know what? We had like 5 or 6 nurses out there. We had a doctor on the scene. Listen, they helped that lady up off the ground. We got her bike home, and she was like, I called back to check on her, and literally like 2 days later, she was good. And you know, I was scared because of what had happened in 2019, but we finished that ride in good fashion in 2021. So
All right.
I appreciate that,
Last
Kodak.
thing I'm gonna say before y'all let y'all get off the road, I told this to Kurvez when we was on side the road, and I got to tell in front of everybody else, especially KSolo and Mr. Logic over there. I looked at her and I said, "Leadership." Y'all take care. I'm going.
All right.
All right, Kodak.
Look, that's good. Thank you, Kodak. Thank you. I think you snuck in on me, but anyway, thank you, Kodak. I know we got to get off and everything, but I know there's one person that's been trying to get on, and I'm just
Tina? Is that Tina?
Lightfoot. Yes.
Please get her on.
Tina, if you can call in now, go ahead and call right now. You are actually. Oh, she said you actually coming her way.
When are we coming?
Hello, I'm Blade.
Where is she located?
I am an American female who wants to travel. Thank you. So, okay, bam. Tina, where are you located?
Go ahead and call in, Tina. The number's at the bottom of the screen. Because she said she wanted to talk. Tina, 972-834-5010. Yeah, she's been following the podcast for a while. So
oh yeah, she's one of our biggest supporters, without a doubt, hands down. Without a doubt, hands down. But Tina, we've definitely would love for you to call in.
Yes,
We
man.
got to get ready to wrap this show up, folks.
I'm gonna.
Go ahead, Logic. Go ahead.
I want to say something. I don't said this before, but I haven't said it in front of this many people.
Thank you, Terry.
As a male rider and everything, I look up to a lot of people, and I've told Kurvez this before. I definitely look up to Kurvez. Kurvez helped me out on a lot of things, and I posted it something a while back. She was giving me some insight, and the insight. I thought she was like my mama. It was no pat on back. Oh, it's okay, Logic. Nah, like
Logic, you know I'm bossy as hell, man. Go on, stop that. Stop that out. You know I'm bossy.
She'll say something like, "Okay, yes, ma'am. Yeah, yes, ma'am." But I thank you. I applaud you for all your everything that you have done.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
To do, and I'll continue to follow you and look up to you for real.
I appreciate it.
For sure,
Yes.
for sure. You've always been an inspiration. You continue to be an inspiration.
Same here.
To me and to a lot of other riders out there, Curve. And we greatly appreciate you taking this time to share. There's so much more that we can dive into, that we want to dive into, but due to time constraints, we're gonna go ahead and cut this episode short. But we would love to have you back on a little bit later on in the year. Yeah. Even though you're up there in Philly, even though you're a Philly fan and all that other stuff.
No. Let's stop this for a second.
Uh-oh.
Tea Time is a Philly fan. Okay? Let's set this record straight. Look at I am a Who That Saints fan for life.
Oh,
it's in my blood. It's in my blood.
That?
It's in my blood. I can't. It ain't nothing I can do about it. It's a family thing.
I was talking
Now,
about
the Eagles is a close second. You know what I mean? When in Rome, you do what the Romans do. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's that man with them Eagles. I saw them Eagles he had in that chat. You know what I mean? Over there messing with people. Like the Eagles. Oh, somebody's talking about my scarf. See how I got talked into that mess right there?
Hey, before we go, Nasty, bald head Nasty said, is there a registration fee associated with the ride, and are men able to attend? Thank you, Nasty.
For the the Bessie Bells will be having events this year. It is a registration fee. The links are in our event on our page. Or go to Eventbrite. What else did he ask? I'm sorry, I missed something.
Are males able to ride?
Everybody's okay. Come along. Yeah. We have opened the doors to everybody. The Bessie ride was over in 2021. We transitioned into the club, but our events are open to the public. You know what I mean? So please come hang out. Let's do a little parking lot pimping and ride a little bit too. You know how that all goes together.
Don't come with no smacking. Y'all can't hang. I'm trying.
Now you gotta cut. If you're gonna talk riding shit, you gotta ride. That's how that go.
I seen somebody get cut up. I'm just saying, y'all.
Yeah, we talk ride shit now. So hey. That's all I'm saying. KSolo, that's all I'm saying now.
That's all I'm saying. That's all we're saying, man.
Real riders do what real riders do.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
Well, listen, we're going to go ahead and let you go on the night. We thoroughly enjoyed you, Curve, and we would love to have you back on.
Yeah.
Yes.
So folks, we're gonna let her go. Please reach out to her. How can people find you, Curves?
So my
questions?
Yeah, my Facebook page is Kurvez, Kurvez. Alexa says Kurvez, but Kurvez Alabama. My Instagram is Kurvez Alabama. I have the Bessie Stringfield All Female Ride page. We also have the Bessie Bells Riding Club page. Just send me a friend request. I got a lot of friend requests. I'd be trying to figure out who's who, but it's all good. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Well, hey, folks, there it is. We're going to wrap this show up for tonight.
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, definitely. Well, you take care, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
All right.
All right. Take care,
Be
Kurvez.
blessed. Be blessed.
Right.
Logic, man.
Woo.
We could kept going on and on and on.
I still had questions.
I know you do. I still have questions, man.
Yeah, right. So, for everyone out there that's been hanging with us, we thank you for following us.
Yes.
Keep following us. Spread the news. Keep sharing the broadcast. All you got to do is go to the top of the page on YouTube, into the address bar, highlight it, right click, copy, go over to your Facebook page and paste. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's all they have to do. That's all they have to do. And listen. If you want to be on the show, Riding with KSolo podcast with Logic, hit us up on the inbox. If you want to refer somebody, if you want us to reach out to somebody and bring them on the show, by all means, reach out to them. Salty Badger, how you doing, my guy? I appreciate you.
They told me straight up today that they want to be on the show.
Who?
Lavish.
What, man? We ain't big time yet, man. Hey, man. Listen, man.
I'm trying to get on y'all show. So I'm just saying, he said to me, I was on.
Hey, we'll have him on, man. We'll have him on.
So he said, well, Logic, I'm trying to get on Logic, KSolo and Logic show. I said, okay.
Hey, man, we will have him on. We will have him on.
Yeah.
And also we're gonna have another couples episode coming up. We got some riders coming up. We got Dennis Joyner coming up. We got Solo Rider coming up. We got Kyle Lowry coming up. Garland, Barnett coming up. Righteous out of Greenville, North Carolina coming up. So, folks, we are lined up. We are lining up our episodes. We're trying to bring you great content, and we look forward to you tuning in with us. So, before we go, we want to mention. I think this is our last ticket. The
bells can't play.
Giveaway. The bells you can't play.
Bells you can't.
This is a raffle. This is one raffle ticket for a 2025 Street Bar with the 114 motor in it. It's being presented by Chi-Town Harley Davidson and Solid Kings MC out of Chicago. So, folks, I think I had the last question. I did have the last question. Logic.
You did? So
I did because it was Smiley's wife favorite artist.
Oh yes. Okay, I'm gonna make it an easy one. Y'all ready? Y'all better be ready to type it. When Kurvez gave the explanation how she got her name, what speed were they going, and what speed did they end up at? Oh wow, that's fast. I see 20 miles an hour. I see Becky Tarps.
Oh, but wait. I see. Hold on.
Becky's first.
I see Kodak. I saw Kodak.
Wait a minute. You gotta listen to the question. What did they start at and what did they end?
Oh, true. The fine print.
So Becky got it right.
Oh man, Kodak, man, you jumped too soon, man. You jumped too soon. You missed the drop zone. You missed the drop zone, Airborne.
You missed the drop zone.
Congratulations, Becky Tart. You get one ticket to enter for 2025 Street Bob drawing. That's going to be 1 April 2025. That's going to be on a Tuesday. You do not need to be present. Your ticket will be entered. So, folks, we thoroughly enjoyed this episode tonight. If you've enjoyed this episode tonight, give us a thumbs up. The big old thumbs up.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed it. So, Logic?
Yes, sir.
I think we covered all bases tonight.
We did. We covered all bases.
I think we covered all bases tonight. Good deal. So listen, folks, we're going to go ahead and sign off for tonight. Thank you for tuning in with another episode of Riding with KSolo, the podcast with Logic. Look for us next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 Pacific.
You ready? You ready for me?
Nope.
Are you ready for me?
And remember, aspire to inspire. And if you do that, you'll definitely be legendary.
All right, y'all. Hey, I know it's cold out there, it's snow out there, but listen, ride hard, ride safe, and always ride on pace. And keep it logical. Peace.
We're out of here, folks.